Hello everyone, Saxon Smith here. Thank you for tuning into another one of my videos. Today I have something super exciting to share with all of you. Anyone out there who's an agent, an aspiring agent, someone looking to improve their results, and that is my 5 tips, my formula for success as a commercial real estate agent. So my tips, the tips that I'm about to give you apply to both sales and leasing. Maybe you're out there someone who's just looking at getting into the industry. Maybe you're not sure if you want to get involved in commercial real estate or residential real estate, or maybe you're just a salesperson looking at improving your results. This can really help you, and I'm so excited to share what I have to offer. Okay, so my number 1 tip is a hard and fast rule that I have for myself, and I know all of the top agents where I'm from in Adelaide have for themselves, and that is 1 new deal, 1 new listing per week, every week. Whether it's leasing, whether it's sales, it doesn't matter. If you know that you've got 1 new listing coming in, 1 deal going out the door, you are always going to have a full pipeline and always going to be continuously having a consistent churn of new stock coming through. It is an important metric that ensures success. It's very basic, which I love it. You can keep track of it, it's super easy, and if you do this, you will guarantee yourself success. Number 2, this one's a bit of a mindset shift, and that is more lease listings is always better. You might be a sales agent, and if this is you, this doesn't apply, but for those of you who are involved in leasing, I always recommend that you can't ever have enough listings in your pipeline that you're working with, that you're marketing, because the more listings you have, the more inquiry you get, and the more exposure you have to find out who's actually looking, what tenants are out there looking for new premises, and can you help them and can you service them. For me, about half the deals that I do are tenants who've inquired directly on that property and they end up leasing that property, and the other half are tenants that inquired on a property, it worked out that property wasn't quite right, but I directed them to another property that I'm working with. More lease listings will make you a better agent. Never turn down a new deal, whether it's small, whether it's large, it doesn't matter. All you want is the marketing and the inquiry, and I guarantee you that this will cause you more success. Number 3, very important, and this one's got me out of trouble a lot of times, that is build yourself a CRM and a tracking system. This one is crucial. When you're the type of operator that is doing many deals at any given time, it's very difficult to get your head around where each of those deals are at and where they are in each stage of the pipeline when you're doing 100 things at once. It's so important that you keep track of all of these deals. I just use a spreadsheet and make sure that you know when the rent's been paid, when the bank guarantee has been processed, when you've given them the keys, how many inspections you've taken. Keeping a CRM is crucial. It prevents any mistakes, and in leasing and in commercial real estate where there's such a high risk of being sued and all of these dreadful things that do happen to people, you want to be sure that you're on the ball, and what I recommend is keeping some sort of CRM so that you're on top of all of your listings at any given time. Another reason for this, your landlords will absolutely love you. When you report to them, you'll know exactly where you're at. You'll be able to tell them who you showed through, what their interest was, and maintaining this information is key to being a successful agent. Number 4. Now, this one's a bit of a contentious one. Some people won't 100% agree with me, but I believe that when a tenant wants to view a property, always show them through, even if you know that the tenant or think that the tenant might not be right for this property. The reason I say that is because it's not always about the tenant leasing the property that they inquire on, it's more about relationships. In the commercial real estate industry, you make your money, you see your success based on the relationships you have with your landlords, with your tenants, with your buyers. This is crucial, guys. So what I recommend, whenever a tenant calls me and they say, hey, I want to look at this property, I always screen them. I ask, okay, what's your budget? What sort of space are you looking for? And even if I realize from that screening that they're not quite right for that property, I still welcome the opportunity for them to come through so I can meet them and so I can show them to new properties elsewhere. I think there are way too many agents out there that get lazy, that don't want to take inspections. But for me, inspections are crucial because it lets you build new relationships and do more deals on other properties if the one you're at isn't suitable. Number 5, and this one plays into my last point, if a tenant isn't suitable for the property that they've inquired on, show them 3 more that they may be interested in. For me, whenever I respond to an inquiry online, whenever I take a phone call from a tenant, from a buyer, I ask them, hey, what are you looking for? I give them the details that they're after. And if they say, look, this isn't quite right for me, I always tell them, hey, I'll send you 3 other properties which I think will be suitable for you. I can't even explain the amount of extra deals that I've done through using this method. It's something that you can just keep in the back of your mind. Make sure you're servicing your tenants. They'll love you for it because you're going the extra mile. You can show them agency listings that are off market and they're not advertised, and you'll give yourself all this extra opportunity to lease other properties which the tenant might not even realize is available, or they may not have seen advertised elsewhere. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate that each and every single one of you take the time to watch my videos from start to finish. I hope you got some value out of it. I'm more than happy to discuss individually how you're going with your career, what you'd like to know, giving some information, answering any questions, and I can't wait to see you on the next video.